Affectionately known as Bertie, Beyer Peacock 1827 is one of the oldest operable standard gauge locomotives in Britain. She was ordered in 1878 as order number 3701 for a four-wheel saddle tank locomotive to a standard Beyer Peacock design. Completed in 1879 as works number 1827, the locomotive was ordered by Beyer Peacock and Company of Gorton, Manchester as its works Shunter. Yet, despite this, many myths have grown up about the locomotive. That it was intended for customers as far afield as Brazil or Australia, and that it was dropped in Liverpool docks and damaged and returned home to Gorton. This, of course, is not true. She has a 160 psi boiler and 12 by 18 inch cylinders which power 4 driving wheels 3 feet in diameter. 1827 spent her entire working life at the Gorton foundry of Beyer Peacock and Company, shunting on their internal rail system. In 1885, she became the first crane tank to be built by Beyer Peacock when she was converted to a crane tank as alteration number 6677. This entailed extending the frames to the rear, provision of a two-wheel pony truck, and mounting the crane and slewing gear at the rear of an enlarged cab. 1827 ran in this form until just after the Second World War, when she was converted back to a conventional locomotive. When locomotive production at Gorton Foundry ceased in 1966, 1827 was safe for preservation by being plinthed in the village of Poynton in Cheshire. In October 1973, she was moved to the fledgling Cambrian Heritage Railways at Oswestry. She changed owners in July 1977, and 1827 was restored to steam in the early 1990s. During 1995, 1827 visited the Foxfield Railway in Staffordshire for the Summer Gala. She made a return visit in 1996 and has called Foxfield home ever since. 1827 has made the occasional return visit to Oswestry and also to other heritage lines. During August 2009, she returned to Manchester, the city of her birth, to take part in the Great Garrett Gathering at the Museum of Science and Industry. But in May 2019, she visited Poland, where she ran on the main line and took part in the famous Wolsztyn Festival and received almost film star treatment. More recently, in 2021, she has received a new hot riveted smoke box, new buffer beams, and a repaint into her 1950s Gorton Foundry green livery. Still based at the Foxfield Railway, be sure to book a ticket to ride behind her during 2022. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please leave a comment below. You can also show your appreciation by liking, sharing and subscribing. If you would like to gain early access to Rail Story content, you can do so via Patreon, for as little as a takeaway cup of coffee once per month. I would also like to thank John Allman, Ben Wiles, Richard Garside and the Foxfield Railway for making this video possible. And see you all next time on Rail Story.